Hey, what's good, Facebook fam and YouTube or wherever else I post this video? It's me again. And I just wanted to share some information. Like them old folk used to say, let me learn you something. Now, when I say that, I don't expect to touch everybody. You're not going to be able to teach everybody and somebody going to pick it up. But I just want to say that because I had a conversation with my nephew just a little bit ago. And he texted me asking me, hey, what you doing with your sides? When he talking about my sides, he talking about the sides of my hair, I guess. Because I've been working on my hair, or my Freeforms, since I got touched by that spirit to say, let it go. Because for all of my adult life and childhood and everything else, I had a taper fade, I had waves, and I spent more time grooming and brushing and society still called me ugly. And I'm like, damn, man, all that time I spent in the mirror, I got a crispy edge up, I got a nice little taper, but I was still ugly. I just didn't understand it. And then being in the Army, you know, the regulations say you got to have a neat and orderly or professional appearance. But what is that? What is that defined as? Because we all know as if you're African American, you got 4C, 3B, 3 to 4 hair. You know, you still got to do some maintenance to that shit. You just can't wake up and go to work. You can't just throw it back in a bun. You can't just slick it to the side with some styling gel and call it good. You got to brush or comb or whatever. In order for folks to tell you your hair is to their standard. But what is that standard, right? So I decided once I retired, man, like honestly, my journey started before I even retired. And I just kind of just became more free with my hair. And it became a journey of locks. But I had to do a little bit of research to figure out what locks were, what they stood for. Because for me, growing up, locks was somebody that smoked weed. They had to be dirty to grow. All the misconceptions that I had, I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there still got them. But anyway, I talked to my nephew and he asked me what I was doing with the sides, and I was confused because for me, I've been freeforming for a minute. But even along that journey, I played with it. I was in the mirror twisting on it with my fingers and sponging and towels and coconut oil to death to the point where shit, when I started sweating, the hair looked like I just dabbled my head in some damn cooking grease. And I had to quickly learn that my scalp and my skin ain't set up for that. The more stuff I put on it, the more issues I had with my scalp, flaking and itching and burning and everything else. And so I learned that quickly to do nothing is doing everything with my hair. But I had the conversation with him because he was just debating on whether or not he wanted to cut his sides and taper it. And he started before me. And he kind of inspired me, little does he know. He'll know after this video, I guess, huh? But he was sending me pictures of his hair, and he got that 4C. Like, if there was a 4D or F, he would have it, hair. Which means that hair it's what we call back in the day when we grew up, nappy. To the point where his hair just, when it get a certain length, it's going to do what it want to do. A comb, brush, water, anything you do to it, that hair just going to say, nope, I want a curl. So he got the perfect hair texture for locks, but he just don't know it. I think he don't know it because he got so many pressures. He 17, 18 years old. He in high school. He got the ladies. He got friends, and they all running out getting these taper fade, these fresh barber cuts, just to look good for society. But what he may not be aware of is that them same folk that look good to society, they ugly on the inside because they don't like themselves. Because society is telling them what look good, what don't look good, how to look, what's professional. Only person that can define that is you. Your character defines your professionalism, not your haircut or your attire. So I just say to that, man, just be you. And if you comfortable in your own skin, nobody can tell you ugly. And I think that was my problem growing up, man. Everybody told me I was ugly, and I wasn't confident in my own skin, so I thought I was ugly. Yeah, to this day, sometimes I still have little internal battles of how I look. But I just want to say to him and everybody else out there that may be listening, I'm trying to learn you something, man. You got to be comfortable with you. Once you're comfortable with you, what everybody else think don't matter. You just laugh half of that shit off, honestly. Because you know what you're doing, but you got to be confident in what you're doing. You can't be half-assed in your decisions, because if you half-ass in your decisions, it ain't going to take much for somebody to talk you out of your decision. But if you stand firm in what you believe in, ain't nobody going to talk you down from that. They can't. And if they try, they just going to fail at trying to do so. And then eventually your firmness is going to rub off on them, and they're going to probably start trying to follow you. But as long as you keep flexing in your decisions of what you do, man, sometimes you got to stand on your decision. Even if it's the wrong decision, you got to stand on it and live with the consequences. But yeah, as far as the freestyling, dreads and locks, just be comfortable with what you got going on, man, because we all beautiful people. And some people, their hair is designed to do one thing. When left alone, and that's going to be lock up. Everybody hair locked at one point. The folks with the 1s and 2s hair textures and coil patterns, it's going to take longer, but it'll get there. But once again, I'm out here soaking up the sun with this dog, taking him on a walk. He running around here scaring up ducks and pheasants and everything else. But I just thought I'd get back on here one more time today and talk and send a message. Hopefully I can learn one person something. And for those of you that don't like the video, man, just comment below and tell me why you don't like it. And then what I'll probably do is I'll send you step-by-step instructions on how not to click on it. But once again, I can't control what you don't like. Only you can control that. And I learned a long time ago in the Army, man, opinions like assholes. Everybody got one, and they all stink. So 9 times out of 10, you got to keep that to yourself. So I'm out.